Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into an inspiring story.
We are.
We're looking closely at the journey of Emma, this young woman who had a really big dream, speaking English fluently.
Right. And our source here is learn to speak English easily and fluently. It's just packed with these relatable moments, and some really practical ideas for anyone learning a language.
Exactly. And our goal, it isn't just to retell her story.
Yeah.
We want to really dig into the insights, understand those mindset shifts
Mm.
and the strategies that actually worked for her, the accessible ones.
Yeah. What really made her journey, a success? What were the core principles?
And that's why this is so relevant for you listening right now. If you've ever felt that frustration, that feeling of being completely stuck with language learning,
Yeah.
Emma's story, it's this great reminder that it's about progress,
Hmm.
not about being perfect right away.
Growth, not perfection. That's key.
Okay, so let's dive in. Chapter 1, The Dream Begins.
What's really striking right from the start is Emma's initial motivation. It wasn't like homework or something she had to do.
Yeah.
It was this genuine spark. After seeing someone speak English really confidently in a video.
Right, that intrinsic motivation, that inner drive.
Exactly. Which is usually so much stronger, so much more sustainable than, say, external pressure.
Totally. She sees this video, and bang, she thinks, I want that. And that same night, she writes it down. Goal. Speak English fluently. Simple, but powerful.
But it wasn't her first try, was it?
No, not at all. She'd done the rounds, the textbooks, the grammar videos, the endless vocabulary lists.
Usual suspects.
Yeah. And she just felt completely stuck. Which, I mean, so many learners know that feeling, right? That gap between, studying the rules and actually talking to someone.
Precisely. Traditional methods, they often focus so much on rules, on memorization,
Yeah.
and it can feel overwhelming. It often lacks that practical, real-world application you need.
So she realizes she needs something different.
A fundamental shift. She decides to, really engage with it, live it almost, see it as an adventure, not a chore.
And those first steps were so simple, but wow, so effective.
Like what?
Changing her phone settings to English, boom, instant immersion right there in her pocket.
That's a great one.
And buying that beginner's storybook, you can just picture her, right? A bit confused maybe, trying to navigate her phone or guessing meanings from the pictures in the book. But she didn't give up.
And that initial confusion, that discomfort, that's totally normal.
Right.
The key thing is she pushed past it. She embraced the uncertainty, used context, pictures, whatever she could.
To figure things out.
Exactly. And that storybook, even though it was tricky at first, it became this tangible sign she was moving forward.
Then comes that moment. Really pivotal. Her first actual English conversation.
Ah, the lost tourist.
Yes, in the park. Just a few words, yes. Go straight, then left at the big tree. Super simple.
But the feeling afterwards.
Oh, huge. That pride, that sense of accomplishment. She actually made herself understood.
That's the incredible power of using it for real. It validates everything, gives you such a boost.
Totally. Turns abstract knowledge into a real skill.
And it snowballs, doesn't it?
It really does. Suddenly she's watching English cartoons, kids shows, stuff that's accessible, not scary.
Low pressure.
She starts talking to herself in English, even names her plants Daisy, Sunny.
Mr. Green.
Mr. Green, yeah. Just making it playful.
Which shows how important it is to make it enjoyable, weave it into daily life.
Right.
It's about creating these frequent low-stakes interactions.
Right.
Builds familiarity, reduces anxiety.
She even joins a free online group, which, let's face it, can be a bit daunting at first.
Definitely. Putting yourself out there.
But she finds this really welcoming space, supportive, no judgment.
And that's crucial, isn't it? Community.
Absolutely. It gives you encouragement, a safe place to practice without worrying about sounding silly.
And that sense of belonging. It's incredibly motivating, especially when you hit those inevitable bumps in the road.
And her journal entries, we see them pop up. First, it's goal, speak English fluently. Then later, I'm learning, I'm improving, I'm proud. Just simple lines, but they show that progress, that mindset shift.
They really anchor her journey, don't they? Tangible proof of growth. Reinforces that positive self-talk.
So the big takeaway from chapter 1.
It's not about waiting for perfection.
No.
It's about being brave enough to just start, to embrace the journey, mistakes and all.
Exactly. Just take that first step.
Overcome that inertia. Everyone starts somewhere.
And that brave first step, it often leads right into facing new challenges, doesn't it?
It does.
Which brings us to chapter 2, mistakes, motivation, and a microphone. This is where she faces her first, proper online speaking challenge.
The 2-minute speech.
Yeah. About baking cookies. Talk about stepping outside your comfort zone.
And that initial fear. It's so relatable for language learners, right?
Yeah.
Speaking in front of others.
Totally.
Yeah.
But then she finds this quote that changes everything for her.
Yes. Mistakes mean you're trying. Mistakes mean you're growing.
Such a fundamental shift in perspective. So valuable.
It really is. And her speech, it's just charming. Talking about her first cookies being, well, not great. And her love for chocolate chip cookies, sweet, soft, and warm like a hug. It's authentic.
And that's why the group responds so positively, right? That vulnerability, that genuine expression connects.
Exactly. You don't need to be perfectly polished to communicate effectively.
And this actually inspires someone else, Lila in Brazil.
Right. Lila says, "You inspired me, Emma. I was afraid, but now I'll try."
Which leads to Emma's fantastic motto, let's make mistakes together and learn.
Such a powerful message. Shared growth, encouragement.
It really frames mistakes differently, doesn't it? Not failures, but shared learning moments.
Collaborative. Fosters camaraderie.
Then we get her talking walks. Such a simple, brilliant idea.
Just describing everything she sees in English.
That's a yellow car. The sun is bright. I see a dog. The dog is happy. It sounds almost too easy.
But it's active recall, isn't it? In a low-pressure, real-world way.
Constantly reinforcing vocabulary, practicing sentences on the fly.
Makes the language active in her mind.
She also starts shadowing, listening to English video clips and repeating them immediately.
Right. Getting the rhythm, the intonation, the musicality of it.
I've heard that's super effective for pronunciation, like learning music by ear, engaging those mirror neurons.
It really is. Goes beyond just the words.
Then comes the school project, a presentation in English.
About Malala Yousafzai. Another moment of panic you can imagine.
Definitely. But her confidence has clearly grown since that first cookie speech.
You could see the transfer. The positive online experience empowers her for this more formal setting.
And she nails it, even surprises her friend.
Yeah.
Her journal entry says it all. I'm proud of my mistakes. I'm proud of my progress. I can speak English, and I will speak more.
And the microphone becomes this symbol.
Her little microphone. Yeah. Represents her willingness to use her voice. Step out there.
A physical reminder of how far she's come.
So the core idea here in chapter 2, embrace the mistakes. They're part of it.
Essential, even.
And find that motivation in the small wins, the consistent practice.
Exactly. Progress isn't about avoiding errors. It's learning through them.
Okay, chapter 3 is called English Everywhere, Turning Life into a Language Lab.
Yes. Her transformation is really starting to show.
And she gets this brilliant idea. her Live in English week.
This is where immersion, even in your own home, really kicks in.
She starts consciously trying to think in English.
Which must feel weird at first.
Totally. But then it becomes kind of fun. She's engaging on a much deeper level.
Building those new neural pathways.
And she takes it out into the world, the supermarket reading labels, mentally translating conversations she overhears.
That constant mental workout, strengthening her understanding of everyday English.
And then the really fun part, talking to things around the house.
Good morning, kettle. Boil fast, please.
And the sticky notes everywhere with English words. Her family must have thought she was going a bit mad.
Maybe a little quirky. But it's effective. Constant reinforcement in a familiar setting.
Visual cues linking the word to the object.
Solidifies it.
And the talking walks come back, but she steps it up.
Oh, so?
Now she's like a reporter, describing everything out loud, not just naming things, but making more complex sentences.
Right. Expanding her ability to articulate thoughts, observations.
And this leads to another confidence boost, helping those lost tourists find the art gallery.
Real-world application again.
Yeah.
Invaluable practice.
Plus the positive feedback, the gratitude, more motivation. Her journal entry nails it. English is not just a language, it's part of my life now.
That internalization is huge. A massive milestone. It's becoming automatic, natural.
She then starts deliberately focusing on intonation.
Watching videos without subtitles. Just listening to the music of the language.
The rise and fall of the voice. Which is so crucial for meaning, for emotion.
Absolutely. Moving beyond just the literal words to the subtle nuances.
And she starts a video diary.
Ooh, brave.
Yeah, to track her speaking progress. Comparing the early ones to later ones, that must have felt amazing. Seeing the growth.
That kind of self-assessment is powerful. Okay. Seeing clear evidence of your development, identifying areas to work on.
And then, wow, this incredible invitation from her English teacher.
To join the school storytelling contest.
Yes. It feels like all that consistent effort, all those little things are really starting to add up.
It's great validation and a big opportunity to showcase her progress in a more formal way.
So the big insight from this chapter.
Immersion doesn't have to mean moving abroad.
Right.
You can consciously, creatively turn your everyday life into a language lab.
Make it part of everything. Integrate it seamlessly.
Exactly. Active, meaningful, consistent engagement.
Okay, chapter 4 brings us to the storytelling stage, Emma's big English moment.
You can really feel the tension, can't you? The school auditorium, her nerves. It's so relatable.
Definitely. Facing a crowd, especially in a language you're still learning.
And the theme, a lesson I learned. Her decision to tell her own story. That's powerful.
So authentic, so personal. She's connecting on a deeper level.
Makes the message much more impactful.
That moment she walks on stage, the panic hits. And then she sees the microphone, and it grounds her.
That same microphone.
Yeah.
From the online group, now it's almost familiar, a symbol of her progress.
Exactly. A link to those earlier successes.
And her story. Covering her past fear, the decision to start, her practice methods.
The mirror, the dog, the walks.
Joining the groups. And that beautiful line, her words became her wings.
Such an inspiring image the freedom language gives you.
Liberating.
And the lesson she shares is just profound, isn't it?
You don't need to speak like a native. You just need to speak like yourself.
Yes. And when you speak with heart, people listen. Every learner needs to hear that.
It totally shifts the focus. Away from impossible perfection towards authentic connection. Validates everyone's unique voice.
And the reaction. Silence, then thunderous applause.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it?
Her teacher's praise, her friend's surprise. It all validates the hard work.
That positive reinforcement is crucial. Builds that foundation of encouragement.
Her journal entry shows how far she's come, her connection with that microphone.
Almost affectionate.
Right. And then this spark she wants to help others starts her English video blog.
Day 1. Speak with me. Practice English easily.
A huge transition. From personal achievement to empowering others.
Oh.
That ripple effect.
And the response is immediate. Overwhelmingly positive.
Which leads to the Speak with Emma Club.
Yeah.
Clearly, people were hungry for this kind of relatable, encouraging content.
It shows the power of peer-to-peer learning, that desire for a supportive online community.
Then she gets invited onto a podcast.
Yeah, where she shares her secret to fluency.
Which isn't really a secret, is it? Talk to yourself, talk to your cat, talk to your mirror.
But most of all, never stop talking. So accessible, so practical.
And that lovely analogy, fluency growing like a plant, slowly needing care.
Takes the pressure off. It's a gradual, nurturing process.
The podcast goes viral, her recognition grows. She's really making an impact.
And the key insight here is massive.
Sharing your own story, vulnerabilities, triumphs, everything.
And connecting with others personally. It's incredibly motivating. Build your own confidence while inspiring everyone else.
Exactly. Sharing her journey, challenges and all, creates connection and inspires belief.
Okay, Chapter 5. New Horizons, Emma's English adventure goes global.
Her YouTube channel is really taken off now. Comments from learners all over the world. That must feel incredible.
Powerful validation, right?
Right.
Shows the universal need for this kind of accessible, encouraging learning.
Then comes the big email. Global Learners Live, an international interview.
Wow. Stepping onto a much bigger stage.
A major milestone. Acknowledges her influence, gives her a platform to reach even more people.
And before the interview, she makes that special video, her 5 tips.
Which seem simple, but are so effective. Make English part of daily life.
Talk, even to yourself.
Learn phrases, not just single words.
Don't chase perfection. Chase connection.
And crucially, be kind to yourself. Always.
They're all rooted in her own experience, right? Addressing key challenges, mindset shifts, practical, actionable advice.
And her core message in that video, just beautiful. Fluency is not a race. It's a relationship with the language. Grow it gently.
Takes the pressure right off.
Yeah.
Emphasizes patience, nurturing, a sustainable approach.
Then during the interview, her answer about overcoming that fear of speaking.
So empowering.
Your voice is waiting. You don't need to be perfect. Just be brave for 1 minute. Speak, and then speak again. Every sentence is a step.
It tackles that core fear head on. Gives a simple strategy. Small steps. Build momentum.
And her future plans travel. A global speaking club. Writing a book called Speak Like You.
All stem from that passion for connection, for empowering others.
Shows her commitment to the community, creating more opportunities.
Then she gets that invitation to speak for a nonprofit in India.
And that video call with the students, Anaya's comment is so moving.
Before your videos, I was scared to speak. But now, I speak. You are my inspiration.
Wow. Talk about real-world impact. Powerful validation shows the tangible difference she's making.
Which fuels her mission to help more schools, more learners.
Leading to Emma's English Circle, the free weekly online meeting.
And she makes it super inclusive, right? Subtitles, co-hosts.
Shows her commitment to accessibility, creating that welcoming space for everyone, everywhere.
Her journal reflects this bigger goal now. Help the world speak confidently, from personal dream to global mission.
Incredible. So the takeaway here, reaching out, connecting globally, it opens amazing doors.
And provides immense motivation, both ways. She inspires them, they inspire her. It's reciprocal.
Chapter 6. From learner to leader, Emma's English dream comes true.
And some major milestones hit here.
Over 100,000 YouTube subscribers, members from 25-plus countries in her English circle.
And the big one, invited to speak at Voices Without Borders in London.
Wow. Tangible success, widespread recognition of her efforts, her movement.
And her feeling. Not fear this time, but purpose. Excitement.
What a transformation in her confidence, her sense of mission.
A complete shift from anxiety to empowerment regarding public speaking.
Even the little details, like her first trip abroad, what she packed, keeps her relatable. And the conference hall atmosphere, people recognizing her online world becoming real.
Shows the power of online communities forging real-world connections. The impact individuals can have online.
And that moment she steps on stage, her opening words are just stunning.
1 year ago, I couldn't imagine standing here.
I thought English was only for the smart ones, the confident ones, the perfect ones. I never thought it was for me. So vulnerable, so captivating.
Immediately connects with the audience, acknowledges their potential insecurities, highlights her own journey. Very effective.
Her message: English belongs to anyone who wants to speak and connect. So inclusive.
And her key takeaway: fluency is not about how many words you know. It's about how brave you are to use the words you do know.
That recurring, vital theme. Confidence and willingness over massive vocabulary.
Especially early on. Crucial message.
Standing ovation, invitations flooding in, joining a global panel with educators, ambassadors.
Undeniable proof of her impact.
And that message from her very first online group must have felt amazing.
Shows the enduring power of those early connections, that initial support network.
Her reflection by the Thames, realizing she's living English now, leading with heart. A complete transformation.
And the insight. Achieving fluency opens unexpected doors, gives you the chance to inspire so many others.
Exactly. Her personal journey becomes a catalyst for change worldwide.
Which leads us nicely into Chapter 7. The spark grows. Emma empowers a new generation.
Yeah, she realizes she's not just teaching English.
She's awakening voices.
Right. Through those messages from learners, it's deeper than just skills. It's about empowerment, confidence.
A far more significant impact.
And she identifies new challenges. Reaching learners who are shy, have bad internet, busy schedules, don't know where to start.
Shows her empathy, her dedication to making learning accessible for absolutely everyone.
Addressing diverse needs, real challenges globally.
So her new mission forms: create an app for everyone.
And the features are so well thought out. Daily speaking prompts, guided pronunciation.
Story-based lessons, chat groups, offline access.
And her encouraging messages woven throughout. Comprehensive.
Clearly designed to tackle common barriers, provide support, engagement, access.
She puts out a call for help online.
And a diverse, passionate team comes together. The power of community collaboration.
The app, SpeakSpark, even includes real learner messages for motivation. Such a nice touch.
Incorporates authentic voices, creates that sense of a shared journey. Powerful.
The launch is a huge success. Positive feedback pours in. Leela's comment is perfect.
Your app is like a kind friend. It doesn't pressure me, it just makes me feel brave. Captures Emma's whole approach.
Emphasizes that supportive, non-judgmental environment. Empowering learners to take risks, build confidence at their own pace.
And her Emma's letters within the app, focusing on encouragement, positive mindset, shows she really cares.
Invitations from schools, libraries, and that call from the teacher at the refugee school in Poland.
We don't have many books, but now we have your app. Our students are speaking again. They feel seen.
Just incredibly moving. Highlights the transformative potential, especially in resource-limited places. The social impact.
Huge.
Her reflection in the park, getting that message from a learner wanting to be a teacher like her, brings it full circle.
Wow.
So the insight here, technology combined with empathy and community
Can truly democratize language learning.
Yeah.
Reach wider, more diverse audiences than ever.
Exactly. Technology as an enabler guided by human connection and understanding learners' needs.
Okay, Chapter 8. Camp of Dreams Where Stories Come Alive.
This sounds amazing. An invitation to lead a global storytelling English camp in Finland.
What a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Bringing her online community and passion for storytelling together in the real world.
And the kids. From 12 countries, all different English levels. A beautiful picture of global connection. Mm-hmm. Her approach is spot on. Focus on story as the common language. Emphasize safety and support. Sets the right tone immediately.
Using storytelling creates that low-pressure, engaging space. Kids feel comfortable expressing themselves. Learning becomes almost effortless, a byproduct of communication.
The fun warm-ups to break the ice, encourage speaking. Brilliant.
And then Aiko from Japan.
Initially so shy.
But then shares that beautiful story about Momo on the moon and that line.
Speak and the stars will listen. So touching.
Aiko's transformation through storytelling just shows its power. Finding your voice, gaining confidence through creative expression in a supportive place.
You can see the impact storytelling had on her confidence.
Definitely.
And that final night, kids sharing stories under the stars, sounds magical.
Mm-hmm. And Emma, closing with her own story, her journey from silence to speaking, ties it all together beautifully.
Reminds the kids she understands their struggles, validates their journeys through her own.
The emotional goodbyes and her journal entry. Stories break silence. Stories build bridges. And in every story, someone finds their voice. So well put.
The key insight is clear. Storytelling is an incredibly powerful tool for language learning.
Fosters creativity, confidence, and deep human connection. Makes it engaging, meaningful, rewarding.
Chapter 9. The Global Circle students become teachers.
Right. Emma reflects on the camp, wants to keep that learning and connection going.
Which leads to this really innovative idea, a global circle where learners teach each other.
Peer-to-peer learning. So powerful. Leverages the community's collective knowledge, diverse experiences, fosters shared responsibility, mutual empowerment.
The motto says it all. The Fluent Circle, we speak, we share, we grow together. Inclusive, collaborative, building it step by step. Those informal online speaking rooms, pairing different levels.
And the teach one, learn one concept. Brilliant.
Democratizes learning, empowers everyone to contribute, feel valued, creates that reciprocal environment. Everyone benefits.
The other features, too. Daily Story Circle, Accent Adventure, the Fear-Free Zone, all build that welcoming, low-pressure vibe.
And the growth is explosive. Over 70 countries involved. Shows how much this approach resonates.
Highlights the effectiveness, the universal desire for supportive, community-driven learning beyond traditional classrooms.
Emma sees learners helping each other, guiding each other, without her needing to step in. Must have been so rewarding.
Absolutely. That growing independence inspires her next step, writing a book.
Find your English voice. My journey from silence to stories. And the focus isn't just grammar.
It's the emotions, the mindset, the often overlooked inner challenges, the personal journey of finding your voice.
She also starts a podcast where Fluent Circle members share their stories.
With Emma mostly listening, empowering her community even further.
And similar circles start popping up for other languages. Inspired by her model, shows the impact, the scalability.
Extends her influence beyond English. Transforms learning across languages.
Even a young boy wants to start a circle for kids. Shows the seeds of leadership she's planted. Her reflection in the garden. Fluency isn't speaking fast, it's speaking from the heart. Another key insight. The takeaway. Peer-to-peer learning, a supportive community. It empowers learners, fosters independence, ownership.
Exactly. Shift the dynamic from teacher-student to collaborative, self-directed learning, agency, and mutual support.
Chapter 10 takes us somewhere truly incredible. A voice at the United Nations.
Wow. An invitation to speak at the UN Global Language and Education Forum. Monumental.
Huge recognition of her impact on a global scale, an unparalleled platform to advocate for her human-centered approach.
She feels the weight of it, right? Speaking not just for herself, but for learners everywhere.
Her preparation method says so much. Not formal presentations,
But a story from the Fluent Circle.
Yeah.
You're story about the little bird with no song. Heartfelt, human.
Makes her message relatable, emotionally resonant, persuasive for that diverse global audience.
The grand hall, the audience, and her opening. Once upon a time, there was a little girl afraid to speak. That girl was me. But I want to tell you about another little girl. Her name is Mira. Draws everyone in immediately.
Creates empathy, sets the stage for a powerful message about overcoming fear, finding your voice.
Her retelling of Mira's story, the impact, silence, then a standing ovation, powerful. And her core message to the UN, we don't need more tests, we need more trust. Trust in people's stories, trust in their voices. So important.
Challenges that traditional assessment-heavy approach, emphasizes confidence, individual expression, trust in abilities.
Being invited to join the UN Language and Peace Committee afterwards, testament to her impact.
And getting that video message from Mira herself must have been deeply meaningful, personal validation.
Brings it full circle. Shows the real-world impact on individual lives.
Yeah.
Reinforces her approach.
Emma's promise. No matter how far I go, I'll always come back to help someone else begin. Shows her commitment.
And that final line of her speech, language is not just about words, it's about courage. Powerful, enduring.
The key insight. Personal stories, shared with heart, can have profound global impact. Highlights the human element at the core of language learning.
Exactly. Language is about connection. Narratives transcend barriers, foster understanding, empathy worldwide.
Chapter 11. Passing the torch, training new leaders.
Right. Emma returns home, feeling that responsibility, that excitement.
She knows she needs to expand the movement, make it sustainable. Time to train new leaders.
Distributed leadership.
Yeah.
Vital for scaling the impact, ensuring long-term growth beyond just her.
Her first training camp. Her message to them, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to believe in the power of stories. Her core philosophy.
She teaches them the Fluent Circle principles. Safe space, kind listening, fostering bravery, sharing mistakes. Crucial foundations.
Creates that nurturing environment essential for learners to take risks without fear.
The new leaders start sharing their stories, their confidence grows.
And Emma encourages them. Your stories will light the way for others. Emphasizes relatable experience, inspiring hope.
She helps them set up their own Fluent Circles in their communities.
Empowering others, replicating the model. Fostering a decentralized network.
The positive feedback from their first meetings shows it's working. Her training is effective, they're making an impact.
Her vision of Fluent Circles everywhere starts becoming reality.
And her message to the leaders is beautiful. You are not just teachers, you are gardeners of voices. Plant kindness, water courage, watch confidence bloom. What a metaphor.
Resonant, the insight. Empowering others to lead is crucial for a sustainable, far-reaching movement.
Exactly. Investing in new leaders ensures continued growth, evolution, impact far beyond her direct involvement. Creates a legacy.
Chapter 12. The challenge that united us.
Yes, an unexpected hurdle. Doubt, opposition to English learning in one community, progress isn't always smooth.
Highlights how social context matters, attitudes vary, overcoming resistance needs understanding, community engagement.
Emma's response is immediate, positive. Let's turn this challenge into a chance to show our true strength, resilient leadership.
The global meeting of leaders brainstorming solutions shows the power of the network.
Collaborative approach, drawing on diverse experiences, perspectives, leads to innovative, culturally sensitive solutions.
The ideas are great. Invite the skeptics to meetings, organize a multilingual festival celebrating diversity, inclusive.
And the Celebrate Voices event succeeds. Breaks down misconceptions, fosters understanding. A win for Fluent Circle values.
Demonstrates how community-led initiatives can build bridges, create positive perceptions locally.
Emma realizes Fluent Circle has always been about building trust, connection. A key insight.
Messages from leaders about the event's impact are rewarding.
And Emma's message back reinforces their mission. Every voice matters. Every story is a step forward. We learn to believe. Core values.
The takeaway. Challenges faced together can actually strengthen community bonds, provide opportunities to show core values in action.
Exactly. Overcoming adversity deepens bonds, reinforces shared mission, highlights member strength and resilience.
Chapter 13, the International Summit and a Promise for the Future.
Another huge invitation. Emma and Fluent Circle leaders invited to speak at an international education summit. Well-deserved milestone.
Elevates the movement to an even bigger platform. Chance to influence policy, share approaches with decision makers.
The diverse panel of leaders sharing your stories, approaches brings a rich, multifaceted perspective. And Emma's opening message is so eloquent. Learning a language is more than grammar. It's about connection. It's about hope. It's about opening doors. Sometimes doors we thought were locked forever. Resonates deeply.
Frames language learning as human connection, personal growth, opportunity expansion. Hits home for educators, policymakers.
Her key lesson. Language belongs to everyone. A right, not a privilege. We must create spaces where all voices can be heard without fear. A powerful call for inclusivity.
Then they draft that collective promise together. Kindness, patience, courage, listening, celebrating small steps. Tangible outcome of shared values.
Embodies the core principles. Provides a framework for more supportive, inclusive, effective learning environments worldwide.
Enthusiastic response from attendees, meetings with international leaders offering support. Huge potential for global impact. Emma's reflection on the flight home. Learning English is learning to believe in yourself and in others. Beautiful summation.
And that final notebook line, together we speak, together we rise. Hopeful, collective empowerment.
Key takeaway. Sharing experiences, advocating for inclusive learning on larger platforms can create real systemic change.
Exactly. Engaging with leaders, organizations, they're shaping a more equitable, human-centered future for language education globally.
Chapter 14. Launching the Global Fluent Circle platform.
The big launch must have been incredibly exciting.
A huge step in scaling reach, impact, a centralized virtual hub for learners everywhere.
The immediate positive response, messages pouring in, shows the need for this kind of resource.
Key features sound great. Live video chat, story library, forums, challenges, games, comprehensive, dynamic.
Caters to diverse learning styles, preferences, schedules, multiple ways to engage, practice, connect.
Emma's first event on the platform, her welcoming message. A learner from Egypt sharing their breakthrough. It's about connection, celebrating progress.
Every step matters.
And the platform breaking down geographical time zone barriers, crucial for a truly global community.
Overcomes logistical challenges, allows real-time connection worldwide, borderless learning.
Emma's gratitude, Her concluding thought, "This is just the beginning. The best is yet to come." So optimistic.
The takeaway: leveraging technology thoughtfully can amplify reach, impact incredibly, connects more learners, provides resources, support.
Precisely. Technology is a powerful enabler, allowing the model to benefit far more people globally.
Chapter 15, The Platform Crisis and the Power of Community.
Uh-oh. An unexpected snag. Platform outage due to server overload. Stressful.
Technical challenges happen. Test the resilience, the true strength of the community.
Emma's concern turns to gratitude messages of support pour in.
And the leaders step up. Organizing offline gatherings to maintain connection shows the strength of those bonds.
Beautifully demonstrates that the community, the connections, transcend the platform. The strength is in the people.
Emma realizes this deeply. The community is the strength, not just the tech. Powerful lesson for any community builder.
The platform gets restored. They have a celebratory live event. Learners share how Fluent Circle impacted their lives. Reminds everyone of its value.
Authentic testimonials provide compelling evidence of the positive impact, strength and belonging, shared purpose.
Emma's renewed determination. No matter what challenges come, community and kindness will carry us through. So reassuring.
Her closing promise: we will keep building this space for everyone. Together we learn, we grow, and we succeed, reinforces her commitment.
Key takeaway: resilience and support of a strong community are crucial for overcoming challenges.
Exactly. Shared commitment, belonging, mutual support provide a strong foundation to navigate difficulties, emerge stronger.
Chapter 16. The Global Storytelling Festival of Voices Across the World.
Another brilliant idea from Emma. A global storytelling festival on the platform. Natural extension of her values.
Provides that dedicated space for learners worldwide to showcase stories, skills, in a supportive, celebratory way.
The response is overwhelming. Entries from everywhere.
And the focus, crucially, is on expression and courage, not perfect English. Aligns perfectly with her philosophy.
Reinforces that central message. Heartfelt communication, bravely sharing your voice, is more valuable than grammatical perfection.
The live sessions with finalists sharing stories, inspiring, and Emma's message at the finale. Today we celebrate every voice. Learning English is learning to share who we are. Your stories matter. Beautifully captures the spirit.
Adds to the rich tapestry.
The winner, a shy girl from Vietnam sharing a story about overcoming fear, echoes Aiko from the camp.
That recurring theme. Storytelling as a catalyst for growth, overcoming fear. Universal.
The festival becomes a movement. Proves English can be a language of the heart through connection and stories.
Emma's closing words. Keep speaking, keep dreaming. Together we make the world smaller and kinder, resonates deeply.
The insight. Celebrating individual voices through storytelling strengthens community bonds, fosters deep belonging.
Exactly. Storytelling unifies emotionally, fosters inclusivity, empathy, creates a human-centered learning environment.
Chapter 17. Emma's personal challenge, finding strength in vulnerability.
Right. Emma faces a personal crisis, her grandmother's serious illness. A reminder that leaders face life's difficulties too.
Humanizes her journey. Shows vulnerability is universal, regardless of external success.
The impact on her English practice, feeling overwhelmed. So relatable when trying to focus during tough times.
But she remembers her grandmother's advice. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite fear. Timeless wisdom.
A fundamental mindset. Essential for personal challenges and for language learners facing anxiety.
She chooses vulnerability, shares her feelings with the Fluent Circle community.
And the response, an outpouring of love, empathy, support, shows the strong, meaningful bonds she's fostered.
Highlights that reciprocal support, the safe space for vulnerability and connection she cultivated.
Emma realizes vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. Fosters deeper, authentic connections. So important.
She even finds her English deepens as she expresses complex emotions.
Wow.
Her message to the community: thank you for walking this journey with me. Learning English is about more than words. It's about sharing who we are, her evolving understanding.
Key takeaway. Sharing personal challenges in a supportive community leads to deeper connections, unexpected inner strength.
Exactly. Vulnerability builds trust, allows more authentic, supportive interactions, stronger shared humanity.
Chapter 18. Giving back Emma's charity event for English learners.
Driven by gratitude, wanting to pay it forward, Emma organizes the Speak and Share charity event. Inspiring.
Selfless initiative shows her commitment to making quality learning resources accessible to everyone, regardless of circumstance.
The community response is immediate, enthusiastic. Volunteers offer time, skills, resources, shows shared values, collective purpose.
The event itself, free workshops, storytelling, tech access, addresses practical barriers to learning. Sophia's story, Finding Hope, Possibility through the event, highlights the profound impact.
Provides a tangible example of the difference the event makes, offering resources and renewed hope.
Emma's reflection. This is what Fluent Circle truly means, a place where learning meets love. Captures the essence perfectly.
Her concluding thought: together we rise speaking, sharing, and dreaming. Hopeful, empowering.
The takeaway. Generosity, kindness, community support make a tangible difference. Contribute to a more equitable, supportive world for learners.
Exactly. Embodies the spirit of compassion, collective action, making a positive difference that drives Fluent Circle.
Chapter 19. Exploring new technologies, Emma's vision for the future.
Always looking ahead. Emma explores emerging text-speech recognition, VR, AI learning companions, commitment to innovation.
Forward-thinking approach. Shows commitment to continuously improving the learning experience, leveraging tech advancements.
Her vision: make learning English a joyful, engaging adventure for everyone. Compelling.
Collaboration with tech experts. Positive community response to new features. Shows the potential of combining human connection with tech.
Learners share excitement, increased confidence, validates this direction.
Positive feedback validates the vision, encourages more exploration of how tech can enhance personalized learning.
Emma's balanced perspective: technology is a tool. The community's heart, the human connection, is the true strength. Crucial.
Her unwavering motivation to build a brighter, more accessible future for learners is admirable.
Key takeaway: embracing innovation, integrating tech thoughtfully can significantly enhance learning, create new possibilities for acquisition.
Precisely. Tech is a powerful enabler, used thoughtfully, ethically, with the community's needs front and center.
And finally, Chapter 20, Emma's reflection on the journey of heart and words.
A quiet moment for Emma to look back on this incredible transformative journey.
She sees it clearly now. It's been about connection, courage, sharing stories. A beautiful summary.
Highlights the profound human aspects beyond skill acquisition, personal growth, meaningful connections.
Her heartfelt message of gratitude to the community shows her appreciation for the collaboration.
Her core message: English is more than words. It's a key to new worlds, new friendships, new possibilities. Captures its transformative power.
Her concluding thought: speak with courage, learn with joy, live your story. An empowering call to action.
Looking ahead to new adventures leaves us with a sense of ongoing growth, positive impact.
The final takeaway: language learning is deeply personal, transformative. Impacts skills, yes, but also personal growth, connection, understanding the world.
Exactly. Emphasizes the holistic nature, the profound, lasting impact on an individual's life, beyond just linguistic competence.
Wow, what an absolutely incredible journey Emma's been on.
Truly inspiring.
So thinking about the key takeaways, it really comes down to finding that internal motivation, right?
Definitely. And embracing mistakes, not fearing them.
Yeah.
Seeing them as learning opportunities.
Recognizing the power of community, that human connection, weaving the language into everyday life.
Making it real, making it yours.
Yeah. And maybe the biggest thing, having the courage to just start speaking, even if it's not perfect. And just keep sharing your voice.
Absolutely. Emma's story shows fluency isn't some magic talent. It's consistent effort, a positive mindset, and finding your people, your supportive community.
And for you listening, we really hope you see parts of your own journey in Emma's story.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe think about applying some of her strategies. Small things like changing your phone language.
Or finding an online group.
Or just talking to yourself in English for a few minutes each day.
It raises that question, doesn't it? Inspired by Emma, what small, brave step can you take today to really embrace the adventure of learning English?
Maybe reflect on your own first English conversation, or a time you felt really brave in your learning could be a great starting point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Remember, like Emma found out, your voice matters. Every step you take, no matter how small it feels,
It's significant.
it's a step towards your goals, towards connecting with the world. Fluency is a journey, and every voice in that global conversation is so important.
Well said.
Thank you so much for taking this deep dive with us today.